Who's there? Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself. What, is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Oh, welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus. 'Tis now struck 12.
What? Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I've seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy. Therefore, I've entreated him, along with us, to watch the minutes of this night, that if again this apparition come, he should approve our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
Peace, break off. Look where it comes again.
In the same figure like the king that's dead. Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder.
Speak to it, Horatio. It would be spoke to.
What art thou that hast searched this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form in which the majesty of fairy Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Say! Speak! Speak, I charge thee, speak!
'Tis gone, and will not answer. How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is this not something more than mere fantasy? What think you on it?
Before my God, I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true vouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself, 'tis strange. A prologue to the omen coming on. But stop! Lo, where it comes again! I'll cross it, don't blast me! Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. Stay and speak! Stop me, Marcellus!
Shall I strike it with my partisan?
You will not stand!
It's here!
'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical to offer it this show of violence. For it is like the air, invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious mockery.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
Then it started like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons.
It faded on the crowing of the cock. No spirit dare stir abroad so hallowed and gracious as that time.
So have I heard, and do in part believe it. Break we our watch up, and by my advice, let us impart what we've seen tonight unto young Hamlet, for upon my life, this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Our sometime sister, now our queen, hath we with mirth and funeral, and with dirge in marriage taken to wife. For all our thanks. Now, Laertes, what's the news with thee? You spoke of some suit. What is it, Laertes?
My dread, lord, your leave and favor to return to France, from whence, though willing, I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation. Yet now I must confess that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again towards France, and bow them to your gracious leave and pardon.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
Hath my lord wrung from me my slow leave by laborsome petition, and at last, upon his will, I sealed my heart consent. I beseech you, do give him leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes, time be thine, and by thy guest best graces, spend it at thy will. And now, cousin Hamlet, and my son.
Aha, little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord, for I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast cast thy nighted color off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Thou must not forever with thy veiled lids seek thy noble father in the dust. Thou know 'tis common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, 'tis common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is, I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak or customary suits of solemn black that can denote me truly. These indeed seem for their actions that a man might play. But there's that within which passes show, these but the suits and the trappings of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable, Hamlet, in thy nature, to give these mourning duties to your father. But you must understand, your father lost a father, and that father lost his. And the survivor bound, for some term, to do some obsequious sorrow. But to persist in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. And for your intent to go back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire.
Let not your mother lose her prayers, sweet Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us, go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
'Tis a fair and loving reply. Be as ourself in Denmark. Come, madam, this gentle and unforced accord with Hamlet sits smiling at my heart. Come, away.
That this too sullied flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh God, God! How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Ah, fie on it. That it should come to this. But 2 months dead, but nay, not so much, not 2. Oh, God, must I remember? Why, so good a king that was to this heaven and earth, why she would hang on him as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet, within a month, let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. A little month, married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Oh, most wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Your lordship!
Oh, Horatio, I am glad to see you well. But what come you from Wittenberg?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Do not mock me, fellow student. Methinks it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I had seen that day, Horatio. Oh, my father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
Oh, I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all, I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father. Well, for God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together had Marcellus and Francisco on their watch. In the dead waste in the middle of the night, then thus encountered a figure like your father. This to me in dreadful secrecy in part they did, and I with them. The 3rd night kept the watch, where as they delivered, the apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more alike.
Where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watch.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none.
'Tis very strange.
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true.
I will watch tonight. Perchance it will walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. I'll visit you upon the platform twixt 11 and 12. Your love is mine to you. Farewell. My noble father's spirit, in arms. All is not well. I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come! Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all the earth o'erwhelm them, to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked, farewell. And sister, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood, a violet in the youth of primary nature. Forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more, but so?
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, but you must fear his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the safety and the health of this whole state. Therefore, if he says he loves you, fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister, and keep you in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire. Be wary, then. Best safety lies in fear. Youth to itself rebels, though none else near.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But good my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not. Oh, I stay too long. But here my father comes. A double blessing is a double grace. Occasion smiles upon a second leave.
Get here, Laertes, Aboard! Aboard! The wind sits in the shoulder of your sails, and you are stayed for shame. And my blessing with thee. And these few precepts in thy memory, look thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in it, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thine ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man, neither a borrower nor a lender be. For a loan oft loses both friend and itself, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. My blessing season this in thee. Farewell.
Humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Marry, well bethought. 'Tis told me, he very oft of late hath given you of his private time, and that you yourself of your audience have been most free and bounteous. What is there between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection, and do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I know not, my lord, but I should think.
Oh, well, Marry, let me teach you. Tender yourself more dearly, or you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion.
Ah, fashion, aye, that's the word. Go to.
And hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Springes to catch woodcocks. I know when the blood burns how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows. These flames, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinct in both even as they are in the making. You must not take for fire. In few, do not believe his vows. I would not, in plain terms, have you from this time forth so slander any moment's leisure with words or conversation with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge ye. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord. The air bites shrewdly.
Oh.
It is very cold.
It is a nip in the eager air.
What hour is it?
I think it lacks a 12.
No, it is struck.
Indeed, I heard it not. It then draws near the season wherein the spirit held is wont to walk.
Aye, Mary, is it?
Look, my lord, it comes! Oh, spirits and ministers of grace! Be thou spirit of health or goblin damned, bring with thee airs from heaven or blasts from hell. Be thy intents wicked or charitable, thou comest in such a questionable shape that I will speak to thee. I'll call thee King, Hamlet, Father, Royal Dane. Oh, answer! Let me not burst in ignorance, but say why thy royal bones have burst their cerements. I say, why is this? Wherefore? What should we do? It beckons you to go away with it, as if some impartment did desire to you alone. No, by no means.
Well, it will not speak, so I will follow it.
Do not, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear? I do not set my life at a pin's fee, and for my soul, what can it do to that, being a thing immortal as itself? Oh, it waves me forth again. I'll follow it.
What if it tempt you toward the flood, my lord, or to the dreadful summit of the cliff, and there assume some other horrible form which might deprive your severity of reason and draw you into madness? Think of it!
It draws me forth again. Go on. I'll follow thee. Unhand me!
Be ruled, you shall not go!
My fate cries out. I say I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. I say away. Go on, I'll follow thee.
He waxes desperate with imagination. To what issue will this come? Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Whither wilt thou lead me? Speak. I'll go no further.
Mark me.
Oh, I will.
My hour is almost come, when I, to sulphurous and tormenting flames, must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I am bound to listen.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. List, oh list, if thou didst ever thy dear father love.
God!
Revenge is foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder!
Murder most foul, as in the best it is. But this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, so that I, with wings as swift as meditation or thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
I find thee apt. Now, Hamlet, hear. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. But know, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle!
Aye, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wits, with traitorous gifts. Oh, wicked wit and gifts that have the power so to seduce. Won to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there! But soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Brief, let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Hebona in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin, sent to my account with all my imperfections on my head. Oh, horrible! Oh, horrible! Most horrible! If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But howsoever thou pursues this act, leave thy mother to heaven, and to those thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once. The glowworm shows the matin to be near. Adieu. 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 Remember me.
Oh, you hosts of heaven! Oh, earth! What else, and shall I couple hell? Oh, fie! Remember thee! Yes, whilst memory holds seat in this distracted globe! Remember thee! Yes, by heaven! Oh, most pernicious woman! Oh, villain! Villain, smiling, damned villain! My table's meat, it is I set it down, that one may smile and be a villain! So, uncle, there you are. Now, to my word, 'tis adieu, adieu, remember me. I've sworn it.
My lord? Oh, my lord, what news, my lord?
Oh, Oh, wonderful.
Could my lord tell it?
No, you will reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
What say you then? That heart of man would think it, but you'll be secret?
I, by heaven, my lord.
There is never a villain dwelling in all Denmark, but he's an errant knave.
There needs no ghost, my lord, come from the grave to tell us this.
Why, right. You are in the right. It is an honest ghost, that let me tell you. But for your desire to know what has passed between us, or master it as you may, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord?
Never to speak of that which you have seen tonight.
My lord, I will not.
Nay, but swear it upon my sword.
Swear!
Ah, yes, you hear this fellow in the cellarage. Consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Never to speak of that which you have seen tonight. Upon my sword.
Swear by his sword!
Well said, old mole. Canst work in the earth so fast. A worthy pioneer, once more remove good friends.
Oh, day and night, but this is wonder strange.
Therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There is more in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. But come, here as before, never, so help you mercy, upon seeing me that however strange or odd some'er I bear myself, that you never shall note that you know aught of me. This do swear, so grace and mercy at your most need help you.
Swear!
Rest, rest, perturbed spirit. Let us go in together, and still your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right.
And now, Ophelia, what is the matter?
Oh, my lord, I have been so affrighted.
With what in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sitting in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, ungartered, and down given to his ankle, and pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, and with a look so piteous and purport as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
I do not know, my lord, but truly I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand sore his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so. Then, with a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound as it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. That done, he lets me go. And with his head thus o'er his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes. For out of doors he went without their helps, and to the last betted their light on me.
Come, go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love. Oh, did you give him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord, but as you did command, I did repel his letters and denied his access to me.
Ah, that is what made him mad. Oh, I feared he did but trifle and meant to rack thee. Oh, but beshrew my jealousy. Come, we go to the king. This must be known, which being kept close might move more grief to hide than hate to utter love. Come. Oh.
Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation, so called? What it should be more than his father's death that has thus put him so much from the understanding of himself I cannot dream of. How now, Polonius?
My lord, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious king. And I do think that unless this brain of mine hunts not on the trail of policy so sure as it had used to do, that I have found the true cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that we long to hear. Gertrude, he tells us he has found the head and source of all your son's distemper.
I doubt it is none other than the main. His father's death and our hasty marriage.
Now we shall sift him.
My liege and madam, to expostulate on what majesty should be, what duty is. Why, day is day and night is night and time is time. Would be to do nothing more than to waste night, day, and time. And therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness, what is it but nothing else but to be mad? But let that go.
More matter with less art?
Madam, I swear to you, I use no art at all. That he's mad, 'tis true, 'tis pity. And pity 'tis true. A foolish figure. But farewell it, for I will use no art. Mad let us grant him. And remains for us to find the cause of this effect, or rather say the cause of this defect, for this effect defective comes by cause. Thus it remains, and the remainder thus. Prepend, I have a daughter. While she is mine, and in her duty and obedience, she hath given me mark this. Gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. Oh, an ill phrase, a vile phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase. But you shall hear. Thus, in her excellent white bosom,
Came this from Hamlet to her?
Madam, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars are fire? Doubt that the sun doth move? Doubt truth to be a liar? But never doubt I love. Oh, dear Ophelia, I feel that these numbers I have not all to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best, oh, most best, believe it. Adieu. Thine evermore, most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him Hamlet. Thus, out of duty, my daughter gave me this, and more above hath of his solicitings, and how they fell by time, by means, and place, she has revealed to my ear.
And how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man faithful and honorable.
I would fain prove so. I went round to work, and my young mistress thus I did bespeak. The Lord Hamlet is a prince. Out of thy star this must not be. And prescripts I gave her to lock herself away from his resort. And he, repelled, fell into her sadness, then into a watch, thence into a fast, thence a weakness, then a lightness, and by this declension into the madness wherein now he raves, and all we mourn for.
Do you think it is this?
May be, very like.
How shall we try it further?
Oh, you know, he sometimes walks here 4 hours at a time in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I will loose my daughter to him. Pray you and I behind an arras to mark the encounter.
We shall try it.
But look, sadly, here comes the poor wretch reading.
Oh, away. Away, I beseech you. Please, both away. I will board him presently. Oh, give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God a mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent well. You are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Then I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord.
Aye, truly. For as this world goes, to be honest is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
Very true, my lord.
For if the sun-breed maggots and a dead dog being a good kissing carrion, do you have a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Oh, well, let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but seeing as she may conceive, friend, look to it.
How say you by that? Still harping on my daughter. And yet at first, he did not know me. He thought I was a fishmonger. He's far gone. But true, in my youth, I did too suffer the extremities of love. Very near this. I will speak to him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
What is the matter?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you read, my lord.
Slander, sir. For this satirical rogue says here that old men have gray beards, that their faces are wrinkled, their eyes purging thick amber and plum tree gum, with plentiful lack of wit, and together with most weak hands. And though I most powerfully and potently believe, yet I hold it not honesty to have it set down thus. For yourself, sir, shall grow old as I am, if, like a crab, you could go backward.
Though this be madness, there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
And into my grave?
That is indeed out of the air. How pregnant some of his replies are. A happiness often hit upon by those who are mad, which reason and sanity could not so prosperously be delivered of. I'll take my leave of him, and suddenly devise a means of meeting between him and my daughter. I take my leave of you, my lord.
You cannot, sir, take that from me, which I would more willingly part with all. Except my life. Except my life. Except my
Farewell, my
life! I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly earth seems to me a sterile promontory. What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable in action, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god! The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, no, nor women, neither, though by your smiling, you seem to say so.
Ah, there are the players.
Ah, they are welcome. But my aunt mother and uncle father are deceived.
In what, my lord?
I am but glad, north-northwest, for when the wind is southerly, I can tell a hawk from a handsaw.
The actors have come hither, my lord.
Buzz, buzz.
Upon my honor,
And then came each actor on his ass.
the best actors in the world, my lord, for either tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral comical, historical pastoral, tragical historical, tragical comical historical pastoral, scene individable or poem unlimited. Seneca cannot be too heavy, nor Plautus too light. For the law of writ and the liberty, these are the only men. Ha ha!
Oh, the judge of Israel, what a treasure hadst thou!
What a treasure has he, my lord?
One fair daughter, and no more, the which he loved, passing well.
Again, on my daughter.
Oh, welcome, friends! It is good to see you well. Yes, welcome. You are very welcome. Ah, we will have a speech straight. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Come, a passionate speech.
What speech, my good lord?
Ah, one speech in it I chiefly loved. 'Twas Aeneas' tale to Dido, thereabout when he spoke of Priam's slaughter. If it live in your memory, begin at this line. Ah, let me see. Oh! The rugged Pyrrhus, like the Hyrcanian beast. So proceed you.
Anon, he finds him striking too short at Greeks. But who, oh woe, had seen the mobled queen?
The mobled queen?
That's good.
Would have made Milch the burning eyes of heaven and the passion in the gods!
His face is turned all red and there are tears in his eyes. Prithee, no more.
Let be, let be. We'll have the rest of the speech later, yes. Good my lord, will you see them well bestowed? Do you hear, let them be well used, for they are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time. After your death, you were better had a bad epitaph than their ill report while you live.
I will use them, my lord, according to their deserts.
God's bodikins, man, much better. Use every man after his desert, and who shall scape whipping? Use them after your own honor and dignity. The less they deserve, the more merit is in your bounty. Take them in.
Come, sirs.
Follow this lord. We'll have a play tomorrow. Do you hear me, old friend? Canst thou play the murder of Gonzago?
Aye, sir.
Ah, very good. And you could, for need, study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines that I would write down and set in it, could you not?
Aye, sir.
Good, good. We'll have it tomorrow straight. Follow that lord, and look you mock him not. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could move his soul so to his own conceit, that from her working all his visage waned, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, with all forms unsuiting so to his own conceit? And all for nothing, for Hecuba! For what's he to Hecuba, or Hecuba to him, that he should weep for her? What would he do, had he the motive and cue for passion that I have? Why, he would drown the stage with tears. Yet I, peak like John a Dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing. No, not for a king, upon whose property and dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Bloody villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain! Oh, vengeance! Oh, what an ass am I. How stand I then, the son of a dear father killed, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, and must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words, and fall a-cursing like a very drab, a stallion, fie upon it, Fah! About my brains. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have been so moved by the cunning of the scene that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it hath no tongue, speaks with miraculous organ. I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks. I'll tent him to the quick. If he do blench, I know my course. Of course, the spirit that I have seen may be a devil, and the devil is powerful and has the ability to take pleasing shape. And in my weakness and melancholy, as he is powerful with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Can you by no drift of conference get from him why he puts on this confusion?
Did you assay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players did seem to rouse in him a kind of a joy. They have order this night to play before him, and he did beseech me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
Why, with all my heart it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have sent closely for Hamlet hither, that he may, as 'twere by accident, affront Ophelia. Her father and myself shall bestow ourselves, seeing unseen, and gather by him, if it be the affliction of his love or no, that thus he suffers for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness, and so shall I hope that your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Your Grace, if you please, we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book, that the exercise may color your loneliness. Oh, I hear him coming. Your Grace, let us withdraw.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrongs, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of? Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution with this regard their currents turn awry, and enterprises of great pitch and moment lose the name of action. But soft the fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well?
My lord, I have some remembrances of yours that I've longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them?
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more rich. Their perfume lost, I pray take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should prove no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty could sooner transform honesty from what it is into a bawd than the force of honesty could translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox, and now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but that we may relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I myself am indifferent honest, and could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more thoughts at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Well, let the door be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give you this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery, or, if thou wilt needs marry a fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go, and quickly too.
Heavenly powers restore him!
I have heard of your paintings too well enough. God hath given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jig and amble, and you lisp. You nickname God's creatures, and make your wantonness your ignorance. I go too, I'll know more on it. That made me mad. I say, we will have no more marriage. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go.
Oh, what a noble mind is here o'erthrown! The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye-tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mold of form, the observed of all observers quite down. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I've seen, see what I see.
Love. His affections that way do not tend. There is something in his soul over which his melancholy sits and brood. I have thus therefore set it down that he shall with speed to England. What think you on it?
It shall do well. But yet I believe the commencement of this grief is neglected love. Now, Ophelia, there's no need for you to tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. My liege, do as you please. But if you hold it fit, after the play, have his queen mother beseech him to show his grief. I'll be placed within ear to hear the conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom thinks best.
Shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. And do not saw the air with your hand thus, but use all gently, yes. Oh, and in the very torrent tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness.
I warrant, Your Honor.
And be not too tame neither, but let your discretion be your tutor. Suit the word to the action to the word, with this special observance, that you not o'erstep the modesty of nature. For anything so o'erdone is from the purpose of playing, whose intention from the beginning and now was and is to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature.
I warrant we have reformed that indifferently with us, sir.
Go, make you ready. Oh, my lord, will the king hear this play?
And the queen too, and that presently.
Very good. Bid you make the players make haste. What ho, Horatio!
Here, sweet lord,
Ah,
at your
thou art
service.
as just a man as e'er my conversation coped withal.
Oh, my dear
Nay,
lord.
do not think I flatter, for what advancement may I hope from thee that no revenue hast, but thy good spirits to feed and clothe thee? There is a play tonight before the king, one of which circumstance comes near the action which I have told thee of my father's death. I prithee, when thou seest the act afoot, even with the very comment of thy soul, observe mine uncle.
If his guilt do not itself unkennel within one speech, it is a damned ghost that we have seen. Heed him carefully, for mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join in the censure of his seeming.
Well, my lord, if you steal aught the whilst this play is playing, and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
Ah, very good. Oh, they are coming to the play. I must be idle. Go get you a place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Oh, I prithee well of the chameleon's dish. I eat the air, promise crammed. You cannot feed capon so.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. If these words are not...
No, nor mine now.
Come hither, good Hamlet, sit by me.
No, good mother, for here's metal much more attractive.
Oh, mark you that.
Ah, lady, might I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head in your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my
Oh,
lord.
That's a fair thought, to lie between a maid's legs.
What is, my lord?
Nothing.
You are married, my lord.
Who, I?
Aye, my lord.
Oh, God, you're only jig maker. What's a man to do but be merry? For look you how cheerful my mother looks, and my father died within 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
So long. Nay, then let the devil wear black, for I'll have a suit of sables. Oh God, died within 2 months and not forgotten yet? Why, there's hope that a great man's memory might outlive his life half a year.
For us and for our tragedy, here stooped to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
Is this a prologue or a posy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Full 30 years hath Phoebus' cart gone round, Neptune's salt wash and Tellus' orbed ground, since love our hearts and Hymen did our hands unite commutual in most sacred bands.
So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count o'er, ere love be done. But woe is me, thou art so sick of late, so far from cheer and former state, that I distrust you. Where love is great, the littlest doubts are fear. Where little fears grow great, great love is there.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My operant powers their functions leave to do, and thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and haply one as kind. For husband shalt thou...
Confound the rest! Such love must be treason in my breast. Its second husband, let me be accursed. None wed the second, but who killed the first.
That's wormwood.
The instance that second marriage move are base regards of thrift and none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead when second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think now what you speak, but what we do determine oft we break. Our wills and fates do so contrary run, that our devices still are overthrown. Our thoughts are ours, their ends none of our own. So think thou wilt no second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
No earth give me food, nor heaven light. Sport and repose lock from me day and night. From here and hence pursue me strife. If once a widow, ever I be wife.
If she should break it now...
'Tis deeply sworn. Sweet, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with the sleep.
Sleep, rock thy brain, and never let mischance come between us twain.
Madam, how you like this play?
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Ah, but she'll keep her word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it?
No, nothing but jest. Poison in jest. No offense in the world.
What do you call the play?
The Mousetrap. Marry, how? Ah, you shall see anon. 'Tis a knavish piece of work, but your grace and we that have free souls, it touches us not. Ah, this is Lucianus, one nephew to the king.
You are as good as a chorus, my lord.
And I could interpret your love if I could see the puppet stallying.
You are keen, my lord, you are keen.
It would cost you a groaning to take off mine edge.
Still better and worse.
So you mistake your husband's. Ah, come, murderer! Pox, sleep thy damnable faces. Come, the raven doth bellow for revenge.
Thoughts black, hands apt, drugs fit, and time agreeing. Confederate season, else no one seeing. Thy natural magic and dire property on wholesome life usurp immediately.
He poisons him in the garden for his estate. His name's Gonzago. The story is extant and written in very choice Italian. You shall see anon how he gets the love of Gonzago's wife.
The king rises.
What? Frighted with false fire?
How fares my lord?
Light! Give me light! Away!
Get out of the plane! Lights!
I'll take the ghost word for £1,000. Didst perceive?
Very well, my
Upon
lord.
the talk of the poisoning.
I can very well note of him.
Oh,
My lord, the queen would speak with you, and that presently.
dost thou see yonder cloud in the shape of a camel?
Oh, by the mass, it is like a camel indeed.
Methinks it is like a weasel.
It's backed like a weasel,
Or like a whale.
very like a whale.
Tell my mother I will see her by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
Yet by and by is easily said. Leave me, friend. Now is the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell breathes contagion into this world. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look upon. But soft to my mother. Heart, lose not thy nature. Let not the soul of Nero enter this firm breast. I will be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. But through my words somever she be shent to give them seals, never my soul consent.
No, I like him not, nor stands it safe with us to let this madness range.
He goes to his mother's closet. Behind the arras, I'll convey myself and hear the process. Very well, my lord. Oh, I'll come to you ere you go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the eldest primal curse upon it. My brother's murder. Pray, can I not? What form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. This cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. Can one be pardoned and retain the offense? Now, angels, they say, bow stubborn knees and heart with strings of steel, be as soft as the sinews of a newborn babe. Will they be well?
Now might I do it pat. Now he is a-praying. And now I'll do it! And so he goes to heaven. And so I am revenged! Ah, no! Up, sword, and know thou more horrid head. When he is drunk, asleep, or in his rage, or in the incestuous pleasure of his bed, or in some other act that hath no relish of salvation in it, then I'll trip him, so that his heels kick up to heaven, and his soul is damned and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
My words fly up, but my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look, you lay home to him. Tell him that his pranks have been too broad to bear, and that your grace hath screened and stood between much heat and him. I'll silence myself even here. Look, you be round with him.
Mother, mother, mother!
Warrant me, fear me not. Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come. You answer with an idle tongue.
Go, go. You question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Hast thou forgot me?
No, by the rood, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those on you that can speak.
Come, come. Now you will sit you down and shall not budge till I've set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will thou do? Wouldst thou murder me? Help! Oh!
Help! Help!
Oh, now a rat! Dead for a ducat, dead!
Oh, I am slain!
Oh, me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this?
A bloody deed.
Oh,
Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
let's kill a king.
Aye, it was my word. Oh, thou rash and intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better. I'll leave wringing of your hands. Peace, sit you down, and let me wring your heart.
What have I done that thou dost wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Oh, such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, and takes the rose from a fair forehead of an innocent love, and sets a blister there, and makes marriage vows as false as dicers' oaths. Oh, such a deed.
What deed that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look you here on this picture and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. This was your husband. Look you, what a grace was seated on this brow. Look you what follows. This is your husband, like a mildewed ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? How could you leave this fair mountain to feed and batten on this sore? Huh? Have you eyes?
Shame, where is thy blush?
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turns my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their taint.
Well, nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
No more, thy words like daggers enter my ears. No more.
A villain, a king of shreds and patches.
No more.
Ah! Save me and hover o'er me, you heavenly guards.
Alas, he's
What
mad.
would your gracious figure have you, your tardy son, come to chide? That lapsed in time and passion, let's go by the important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
Do not forget. This visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit in weakest bodies, strongest works. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy, and with the incorporeal anger do hold discourse? O my gentle son, on the heat and fire of thy distemper sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him. On him. Look you, how pale he glares.
Whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all there is I see.
Nor did you nothing hear?
Nothing but ourselves.
Look you now how he steals away. My father in his habit as he lived. Look, even now how he steals out the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation. Ecstasy is very cunning in.
Ecstasy? Mother, my heartbeat as yours doth temperately keep time and makes his healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered, mother, for love of grace. Confess yourself, repent what's to past, avoid what is to come. Do not throw the compost on the weeds to make them rancor.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Then throw away the worser part and live purer with the other half. Good night, mother. But go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. Refrain tonight, and that will lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy. Again, good night. And for the same, Lord, I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minister. I will bestow him, and will answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. This bad begins, and worse remains behind.
Oh, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
Oh, alack! I had forgotten it was so concluded on.
This fellow shall set me packing. I'll lug the guts to the neighbor room. Good night indeed. This counselor is now most still, most secret, most grave, who was in life a foolish prating knave. Come, sir, to draw an end with you. Good night, mother.
These sighs, these profound heats, you must translate. 'Tis fit we understand them.
Oh,
Where's
my
your
own
son?
Lord, what have I seen tonight?
What? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when both contend which is the mightier. In his lawless fit, behind the arras, hearing something stir, he whips out his rapier, cries, "A rat, a rat!" and in this brainish apprehension, kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, yes, indeed. It had been so with us had we been there. His liberty is full of threats to all. Where has he gone?
To draw apart the body he hath killed, over which his very madness shows itself pure, for he weeps for what is done.
Gertrude, the sun no sooner shall the mountains touch, but we will ship him hence. And this vile deed must we, with all our majesty and skill, both countenance and excuse. Go to, Gertrude. We will call on our wisest friends and let them know what is untimely done and what we mean to do and what is untimely done. Go away. My soul is full of discord and dismay. Now, Hamlet. Where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten.
Alas. Alas.
A man may fish with a worm that hath fed of a king, may eat of a fish that hath fed of that worm.
What dost thou mean by this?
Only to show how a king may go a progress through the guts of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven, sent thither to see. But if your messenger find him not there, look for him in the other place yourself. Or if you find him not this month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Oh, Hamlet, this deed, for thine special safety, must send thee hence. Therefore, prepare thyself. The bark is ready, the wind is at help, the associates tend, and everything is bent for England.
For England? Good. Well, farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother, for mother and father is man and wife is one flesh. Therefore, my mother, come for England.
Away. For everything is sealed and done that us leans on the affair. And England, if my love thou hold'st at aught, mayest thou not coldly set our sovereign process, which imports at full the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England.
How all events do inform against me and spur my dull revenge. I do not know why I live yet to say this things to do, sith I have cause and means and strength and the means and will to do it. How stand I then to have a father murdered, a mother stained with all excitements of my reason and blood, and let all sleep? From this day forth, let all my thoughts be bloody or be nothing worth.
Will not speak with her.
She is importunate. Indeed, distract her mood will needs be pitied.
What will she have?
For good she were spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in an ill-breeding minds.
Let her come in. To my sick soul as sin's true nature is. Each toy seems a prologue to some great amiss. So full of artless jealousy is guilt, that it spills itself in fearing to be spilt.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
How should I, your true love,
lady, what imports this song?
Say you? Nay, pray you, mark. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf, at his heels a stone.
Nay, but Ophelia.
Pray you, mark.
White his shroud as the mountain snow. Alas, look here, my lord. Loaded all with sweet flowers, which bewept to the ground did not go with true love showers.
How do you, pretty lady?
Well, God dild you. They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but not what we may be. God be at your table.
Conceived upon her father.
Pray, let's have no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this.
Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning betime, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his clothes and dogged the chamber door, went in and made that out of never departed more.
Pretty Ophelia.
Indeed, without an oath I'll make an end on it. By Jees and by Saint Charity, alack and fie for shame! Young men will do it if they come to it, by cock they are to blame! Quoth she, before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. He answers, so would I have done by yonder the sun, and thou hast not come to my bed.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I cannot choose but weep to think they would lay him in the cold ground. My brother shall know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies.
Good watch, I pray
Good
you.
night.
Follow her
Good
close.
night.
Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death, and now behold. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. First her father slain, next your son gone, and he the most violent author of his own just remove. Oh, poor Ophelia, divided so from herself and her fair judgment.
Alack, what noise is this?
What's the matter?
Where is my father?
He is dead.
But not by him.
Came him dead! I'll not be juggled with. To hell, allegiance! I dare damnation! I will be revenged most thoroughly for my father!
Laertes, that I am guiltless of your father's death, shall as level to your judgment appear as day to your eye.
Oh, now what noise is this? Oh, Rose of May. Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh, heavens! Is it possible a young maid's wits should be as mortal as an old man's life?
They bore him barefaced on the bier. Hey, nani, nani, hey, nani. And in his grave rained many a tear. Fare you well, my dove?
Hadst thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
You must sing a downa. Call him a downa. Oh, how the wheel becomes it.
It is a false steward that stole his master's daughter.
This nothing's more than matter.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray you, love, remember. And there's pansies. That's for thoughts.
A document in madness. Thoughts and remembrance fitted.
There's fennel for you. And columbines. There's rue for you. And here's some for me. We may call it herb of grace on Sundays. You must wear your rue with a difference. And there's a daisy. I'd give you violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. For bonny sweet Robin is all my joy.
Thoughts and afflictions, passion, hell itself she turns to favor and to prettiness.
And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, no, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He will never come again. His beard was as white as snow, all flaxen was his poll. He is gone, he is gone, and we cast away moan. God have mercy on his soul. And to all Christian souls, I pray God, God be with you.
Do you see this, O God?
Laertes, I must commune your grief, or you deny me the right. Be you content to lend your patience to us, and we will jointly labor with your soul to its due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral, no trophy, sword, nor hatchman o'er his bones, no noble rite, nor formal ostentation, that I must call it in question.
And so you shall, and where the offense is, let the great axe fall. Laertes, Hamlet hath thy noble father slain, but you must not think that... How now, Osric, what news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. These to your majesty, and this to the queen.
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord. I saw them not.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see thy kingly eyes, when I shall first ask in your pardon, thereunto recount the occasion of my sudden and strange return, Hamlet.
Let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live and tell him to his teeth, thus didst thou.
Laertes, will you be ruled by me?
Aye, my lord, so you will not o'errule me to a peace.
To thine own peace. I will work him to an exploit, now ripen my device, under which he shall not choose but fall, and for his death no wind of blame shall breathe, and even his own mother shall call it accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. The rather if you could devise it so that I may be the organ.
And falls right. Was your father dear to you, or are you like the painting of a sorrow, a face with no heart?
Why ask you this?
What would you undertake? to show yourself indeed your father's son, more than with words.
To cut his throat i' the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize. Revenge should have no bounds. But good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close in your chamber. Hamlet, return, shall know you are come home. We'll put on those, shall praise your excellence, for your rapier most especial. We'll bring you in fine together, and wager on your heads, he being remiss, most generous, and free of all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease or with a little shuffling, you may choose a sword unbaited, and in a passive practice, requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of a mountebank. I'll touch that point with a contagion, so that if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
Let's further think on this. Wager on your cunnings. When in your motion you are hot and dry, and that he calls for drink, I'll have prepared a chalice for the nonce, whereupon but sipping, if by chance he should escape, your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there.
One woe, does tread upon another's heels, so fast they follow.
Sweet wife.
Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Where?
There's a willow grows askant the brook, that shows his hoar leaves in the glassy stream. Therewith fantastic garlands did she make, of crow flowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that our liberal shepherds give a grosser name, but our cold maids do dead men's fingers call them. There on the pendant boughs, her cornet weeds clamoring to hang, an envious sliver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell into the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like a while they bore her up, while she chanted snatches of old lauds, as one incapable of her own distress, or as a creature native and endued to that element. But long it could not be, for, poor wretch, her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled her down from melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas, then she is drowned.
Drowned.
Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I will forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech o' fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly drowns it.
Gertrude, how much I had to do to calm his rage. I fear this will start again. Let's follow.
Is she to be buried in Christian burial when she willfully seeks her own salvation?
I tell you she is. Therefore, make her grave straight. The crowner has sat on her and finds it Christian burial.
Oh, how can this be unless she drowned herself in her own defense?
Tis said so.
Well then, it must be se offendendo. It cannot be else. What do you think out there? Now mark you this. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act. And an act hath 3 branches. No. To act, to do, and to perform. Argle, she drowned herself wittingly.
Hey, here you. Good man Delver is...
No. Let's try this then. Here sits the water. Good. Good. Here stands the man. Good, good. Now, if the man go to the water and drowns himself, it is willy-nilly he goes. But if the water come to the man and drowns him, he drowns not himself. Argle, he that is not guilty of his own death shortens not his own life. You got that?
Is that law?
Aye, marry, 'tis Crowner's quest law. Come, my spade. Here's a riddle. Who is he that builds stronger than the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter?
The gallows maker. For that frame shall withstand 1,000 tenants.
I like thy wit well in good faith. The gallows does well. How does the gallows well? Well, the gallows does well to those that do ill. Now, thou dost ill to say that the gallows is built stronger than the church. Argle, the gallows may do well with thee. Come to it again.
Who builds stronger than mason, shipwright, or the carpenter?
Mary, tell me that and unyoke.
Very, now I can tell it.
To it.
An ass, now I cannot tell it.
Oh, no, cudgel thy brains no more about it. For thy dull ass shall not mend his pace with beating. And when you are asked this question next, say, a grave maker, for the houses he makes will last for eternity. Now, go get thee in, fetch me a stoop of liquor. Another stoop, you drank all that. In youth, when I did love, methought it was very sweet to contract with a time for my behold.
Grave making.
Custom hath made in him a property of
Methought there was a nothing
Even
on me.
so, the hand of little employment hath the daintier sense.
But age, with his stealing steps,
This skull had a tongue
hath drawn
once,
me
and
into
could
its clutch,
sing.
Aye, my lord.
and
And
then
why
hath
may not
shipped
this
me into
be
the
the
land.
skull of my lord such a one,
As if I had
who went to
never been
praise
such.
my lord such a one's horse when he went to beg it?
Oh, pickaxe and a spade, for and a shrouding sheet.
Here's another.
Oh, a pit of clay.
Why
for
may
to
not
be
this
made
be the skull of a lawyer?
for such a guest
Where
as
be
me?
his quiddities now? His quilities, his cases, his tenures, his tricks? I'll speak to this
Pickaxe
fellow.
and a spade,
Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
Think it must be thine, for thou liest in it.
Oh, you lie out on it, sir, but it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, yet it is mine.
But thou dost lie in it, to be in it and say it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
Well, 'twas a quick lie, sir, and yet again from me to you.
What man do you dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
None neither.
Who do you dig it for?
Well, for one that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. We must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us. How long have you been a grave maker?
Oh, well, of all the days of the year, sir, I came to it the day that our last King Hamlet o'ercame Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
Cannot you tell that, sir? Every fool can tell that. 'Twas the day young Hamlet was born, he that is mad and sent to England.
Aye, Mary. Why was he sent to England?
Why, because he was mad. and he shall recover his wits there, but if it do not, it is no great matter there.
Why?
Well, 'twill not be seen in him there, because there the men are as mad as he.
Ah, well, how came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
Faith, even with losing his wits.
Oh, upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. And I have been sexton here, man and boy, some 30 years.
How long will a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
Oh, if he be not rotten before he dies, as we have many pocky corpses about these days that can scarce hold the laying in, he will last you some 8 year or 9 year. Now a tanner will last you 9 year.
Well, why he more than another?
Why, his hide is so tanned from his trade, it will keep out the water a great while, and your water is a sore decayer of your horse and dead body. Now, here's a skull, sir. This skull hath lain in the earth some 23 years.
Whose was it?
A horse and mad fellows it was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
Well, a pestilence upon him for a mad rogue. He poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. This same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
Let me see that. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Man of infinite jest and fancy. I rode on his back 1,000 times. Now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols? Your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table at a roar? Not one to mock your own grinning, quite chap-fallen. I tell you, get thee to my lady's chambers and tell her, paint an inch thick, to this she must come. Make her laugh at that! Prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked to this fashion in the earth?
E'en so.
And smelt so? Oh, pah!
E'en so, my lord.
To what base uses we may return, Horatio. Why may not imagination trace the noble dust of Alexander till they find it stopping a bunghole?
Twere to consider too curiously to consider so.
No, faith, not a jot, but to follow him thither. But soft a while. Who is this they follow? The king, the queen, the courtiers, and with such maimed rites. The course doth betoken that he did with desperate hand fordo his own life. 'Twas of some estate, couch we a while and mark. That is Laertes, very noble youth. Mark.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, a ministering angel shall my sister be.
What, the fair Ophelia?
Sweets to the sweet, farewell. I had hoped thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife, sweet maid. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, not to have strewn thy grave.
Oh, treble woe. Fall 10 times treble on that cursed head. Hold off the earth a while till I have caught her once more into my arms. Now pile your dust upon that quickened dead till of a flat a mountain you have made.
What is he whose phrase of sorrow, whose grief bears such an emphasis that conjures the wandering stars and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet the Dane!
Devil take thy soul!
Take thy fingers from my throat, though I am not splenitive and rash. I have in me something dangerous, which like thy wisdom fear, pull out thy head.
Watch him asunder.
My lord, be quiet! I will fight with him on this theme till my eyelids no longer wag. What theme, sir? I loved Ophelia, for 30,000 brothers cannot with all their quantity of love make up my sum. What wouldst thou do?
He is mad, Laertes.
Swoon, show me what thou do. Would fight, would weep, would fast, would tear thyself, drink of isle, eat a crocodile. I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine? Throw thyself in her grave to outshine me. I'll be buried quick with her, and so will I. Ah, nay, and thou mouth. I'll rant as well as thou. This is a mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work upon him. Hear me, sir. Why do you use me thus? I loved you ever. But let it be. Hercules himself may do what he may. The cat will mew. The dog will have his day.
Wait a minute, Horatio. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet thereby may we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.
There's a divinity that makes our ends. Rough hew them as we may.
That is most certain.
I'm very sorry, good Horatio, that to Laertes I forgot myself.
Peace. Who comes here?
Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir.
The king, sir, hath laid, sir, that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He hath laid on 12 for 9, and it would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Well, I will be here in the hall. If it please his majesty, it is the breathing time of day with me. Let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and the king hold his purpose. I'll win the odds for him. And I can. And if I do not, I will gain nothing but my shame and the few odd hits.
You will lose, my lord.
Nay, I do not think so. Since he's been in France, I have been in continual practice. Thou would not think that ill all's here about my heart. But it is no matter.
Nay, good my lord.
No, it is but foolery. 'Tis the kind of gain-giving that would perhaps trouble a woman.
If your mind dislikes anything, obey it. I will forestall the repair hither and say you are not fit.
No, faith, not a jot. We defy augury. There's a special kind of providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it is not to come, it be now. And if it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. Since no man of aught knows, what is it to leave betimes? Let be.
Come, Hamlet, take this hand from me.
Sir, I beg your pardon, for I am punished with a sore distraction. What I have done, I here proclaim, was madness. Was it Hamlet wronged Laertes? Never Hamlet. Hamlet denies it. Who does it then? His madness. Why, I have shot my arrow o'er the house and hit my brother.
I am satisfied in nature. I do receive your offered love like love and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely. I will this brother's wager frankly play. Give us the foils. Come on.
Come, one for me.
I'll be your foil, Laertes. In mine ignorance, your skill shall, like a star in the darkest night, stick fiery off indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, sir, by this hand.
Give them the foils, young Ostrich. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager.
Very well, my lord. Your grace has laid the odds on the weaker side.
I do not fear it. I have seen you both. But since he is better, we have therefore odds.
This one is too heavy. Let me see another.
This likes me well. These foils have all the length?
Aye, my good lord.
Set me the stoup of wine on the table. If Hamlet should get the first or second hit, or quit in answer of the third, the king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath, and into the cup a union shall he throw, richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Come, bring me the cup. The king drinks to Hamlet. Let's begin, and judges, bear a wary eye.
One. No. Judgment.
A hit. A very possible hit.
Well, again.
Stay. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. I drink to Hamlet's health. Come, give him the cup.
No, set it by a while. I dare not drink yet. Come! Ha! Another hit. What say you?
A touch, you confess it.
Our son shall win.
You scant of breath. Here, come take my napkin, rub thy brows. The queen caresses to thy fortune.
Do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
It is the poison cup. It is too late.
No, set it by and by.
Come, let me wipe thy face.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
I do not think...
And yet it is almost against my conscience.
Come, Laertes, you do what dally. I prithee, pass with your best violence. I am afeard you make a wanton of me.
Oh, say you so? Come on.
Ha! Nothing neither way.
Have at you now.
Ow! Nay, come again.
Look for the queen there, ho!
But we are to die. How is it, my lord?
How is it, Laertes?
Why, as a woodcock to my own springe, Osric. I am justly killed with mine own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No! The drink! Oh, my good Hamlet! The drink! Drink! My head!
Treachery. Let the door be locked. Vengeance! I'll seek it out!
It is here, Hamlet! Hamlet, thou art slain! In thee there is not half an hour's life! The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. The foul practice hath turned itself on me! Thy mother is poisoned! I can no more. The king's to blame.
Point in venom too. Then venom to thy work!
Oh, friends, I am but hurt.
Drink off this poison. Is thy union here? Follow my mother!
It is justly served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Extreme forgiveness with me, Hamlet. My father's death come not upon me, nor thine upon me.
Heaven make thee free of it. I'll follow thee. I am dead, Horatio. Oh, wretched queen, adieu. You who are but pale and tremble at this chance, who are but mutes or audience to this act, had I time! But as the Sergeant Death is swift in his arrest, oh, I could tell you. Let it be. Horatio, I'm dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to the unsatisfied.
Never believe it. I am more antique Roman than a Dane. There's some liquor left.
By heaven, as thou art a man, give me the cup. Let go! By heaven, I'll have it. Horatio, what a wounded name. Things standing thus unknown shall I leave behind me. If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world, draw thy breath in pain to tell my story. What warlike noise is this?
Young Fortinbras with conquest come from Poland. To the ambassadors of England give this warlike volley.
Oh, I die, Horatio. This potent poison does quite o'ercrowd my spirit. I shall not live to hear the news from England, but I do prophesy the election lights on Fortinbras. He has my dying voice. Tell him, more or less, the events that have solicited here. The rest is silence.
Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels singing thee to thy rest.
Thank you so much for coming out this evening, and thanks for staying with us all the way to the happy ending. And again, thank you again to the Village of Tupper Lake and Tupper Arts for everything they have going on. Please go to tupperarts.org. And for everything we have coming up, go to AdirondackArts.org. Thank you and have a lovely evening.